Hello, 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 everyone. Kim from K&RP here. Hi, Pam. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. How are your slippers coming? Hi, Anne. Welcome, welcome. Today in southeastern Manitoba, it is currently 7 degrees Celsius, which is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. It is sunny out. The greenhouse is probably going to be in the 30s by the time I'm done and can get out there. So excited. I think spring might actually have popped up. So today, I have to be honest. I had somebody message on one of my videos, not my lives, but one of the videos I did way back when I was doing videos with Linda Israel or for Linda Israel's group. Um, and oh my goodness, I think I've come a long way. But just journaling, Peppermint Patty said that she would love to see some more ideas to do with um, file folders. So, hey, Barbara, welcome, welcome. I figured I would pull out what I do with file folders and work on it from there. So, of course, there's the basic file folder thing where you take your file folder, you fold it in half, you punch out some uh, half circle things here, one on here. These are my templates. I keep them around so that I have something to look at. Like if it's like, oh, let's just make a folio, let's just make something. I don't keep a bunch of them around because I just make them as I need them kind of thing. So I do have templates for how I do that. So this is just a straight regular file folder. Didn't even do an additional fold other than this one in the middle. Trimmed off the edges so it's level. And of course, then you would glue down between the pages on both sides. And when it's folded, you would then glue down here. But I'll get into a bit more of that. I'm just showing you kind of what I've got and the ideas. This one is done with a full length file folder, but it was cut in half. So I cut it so that I had just the one, you know how it's got the big roundy tabs on. I cut it so it's got half a tab. I fold this one just underneath where the fold is, fold it up again, and then I just fold the tab over and then I use Velcro or an eyelet and tie it. Fun, simple, good. This one again is half a file folder. Um, you can see where the fold would be. This corner is 3 inches. This corner is done like right underneath. I've got a file folder here. Show you. Just right underneath here. So I do from this point to 3 inches there. Cut it, fold it so that it's an accordion style. Again, glue down this side, and this side. Cute, simple, done. But sometimes you just need an idea, right? And of course, you don't have to do it out of file folder. You could do it out of cardstock. You could do it out of scrapbook paper. You could do it out of painty paper. I'm just showing you what I do or what I've got on hand as patterns. So this one is done. Again, half a file folder. I put this at a 2-inch mark, like when it's folded. I put it so that that one's 2 inches, and then I just make sure that this has 2 inches. Oh, I didn't cut this one right on, but it's supposed to be 2 inches as well. You just cut a diagonal line, and then you fold it in half and then quarters, and you get a two-sided thing. You open it up. You use these as corner tucks in the middle. Trim it off. Done. I'll show how that's all measured out after as well. This one, again, half a file folder. You cut it in half. You trim the angles out and you fold it in half, so you've got 4 pages with pockets on, or whatever. I always keep the little bits I cut off in case I decide, I want to use it as a corner tuck. Just so that I know that I've got them to play with, I keep them. And this one is an annoying one, I'll be honest with you. Not one of my favorite things to make because I kind of get lost because this is the way I did it. I took the file folder and I marked it every 3 3/4 inches across. So then you cut off the half end at the end, you fold it, and when you're folding that kind of bulk, quite often your edges don't match nice and what have you. So I'm going to show how this one's done and explain how it gets carried on further with pockets, etc., and possible ways to get around that additional bulky, crazy folding thing. Okay, so let's just start with very first basic file folder. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. So you just take your file folder. You can tell these have been used. I have a stack of them. See, lots of writing. And sometimes the writing's in big black marker. Hi, Dawn. Welcome, welcome. And then it's more to cover in the end. So regular file folder, you just take it and you fold it in half. And again, I don't have a scoreboard, so I just have to fold and use my bone folder and hope for the best. See, this file folder is well loved. It's really beat. It's torn. Okay, so then you get it to this stage, just to fold it in the quarters, and then you would decorate it. So you could put down scrapbook paper, and this is going to be the outside, so that you've got the 2 shorter ones and the taller one, and then you've got the shortest one and the tallest one on this side. So then once you've got your I take both of them at once and I put it to the halfway mark. You know how they've got a little halfway divot kind of mark. So I do both at once. You figure out kind of where's halfway. I'm going to guesstimate. And then I just cut them both at once. So that one's a big, deep one and one's a little one. All right, Dawn, thanks for popping in. Hope to see you later. Enjoy your grocery shopping. It's not my favorite thing. I know some people really do like it. So there you see it's got the 2 thumb spots. One's a little bit lower. Then, of course, when you ink them, you will see them. As you can see here. The reason I'm not going to ink this just yet is because it needs to be decorated. So then again, you take your hole punch. You could use a 1 inch. This is a 1 inch. You could use a 1/2 inch, whatever you use for doing. Yeah, that's perfect. Enjoy your shopping. Necessary evil, those groceries. So then on this side, on just this, the lower one, again, you cut out your bit. So then, as I say, this is going to be the outside. On screen, Kim. This is going to be the outside. So you've got a pocket here, a pocket in the middle, and 1 pocket at the back, and they're very big pockets. So you can put really big cards in. I glue because my sewing machine's not working. This is another reason I haven't got any of these around, because the sewing machine's not working. It this kind of weight, it needs that little bit of substance in the attaching, right? Because you're going to be putting big things in here. Bit of glue sometimes just won't cut it. So once you've got this, you can decorate it any way you like. I'm just showing what you can do with them. You guys all have your own ways you'd like to decorate. My style may not be your style, etc., etc. It's also going to take up time from showing you how I do these. I want to put a little bit of tape on there or something because of the tear. Of course, do I have tape right here? I have everything on my desk but tape. Good. Let's just turn around. I probably have it on the desk and can't see it, and you guys are all going, it's right there, Kim, it's right there. No, I still can't see it. Anyway, I'm just going to put some tape across here. Yeah, so as I say, you're going to get 3 pockets. A nice big one here, a big deep one that's going to be in the middle, and then another deep one here. So great for big journal cards. It would be stuffed with bigger things. I think that in the past I have put another 2 rows of pockets on the outside because that was just too deep for a lot of the things. It's up to you. Anyway, this is just 2 simple folds. The regular one it's got, this one, and then of course, as I say, you would decorate the way you would decorate, and the glue goes down so that all the 4 pages on this side are done and across the bottom. Is that clear as mud? Huh? Do you want me to decorate? No? I'm thinking that I'm going to show you, and then we could always decorate one if we've still got time. We'll see. Okay. This one, I love this one. So simple. You take your file folder. Okay, we'll put it up there. Take your file folder, and if I'm cutting a file folder in half, so it would be this way, right? So you just cut along. No, you don't. Unfold it, Kim. See? We'll be good. All will be good. Okay, so this is how it would be on the page. Right? So when I cut it in half, I cut it just down alongside that edge. So it's not exactly in half. To do that, I use my quilting ruler. I just line up edges and ends kind of thing. Make sure it's straight. Don't know if I want to go over just a little bit. Then I have to trim that. You know what? Let's just do 6 inches because the ruler is 6 inches. And we're just going to do this. So then I have 2 pieces. I have this piece and I have this piece. So it would be like this side. Doesn't really matter. It's backwards because one side's always bigger than the other. I'm really fumbling today, guys. I'm sorry. I guess I'm on the tired side. So then I can't remember the exact measurement. See, usually I have it written on the page. This one I do not. Anyway, how big is that? About 3.5 inches. Okay. So then you measure from one side, 3.5 inches, whatever you like, inch at the bottom, and you just cut it diagonally. It's just to give the inside pockets some definition instead of being flat. Hello, Jean. Hello, Jean Peter. I'm struggling today for some reason. So then you've got it, and it just folds like this. You could add additional pockets. You can use your corners and put them on as tuck spots. Very fast, very simple. You know, you just have to be careful that when you fold in, you leave a little bit of a gap where the fold actually is, because otherwise they're going to bung up on each other. And again, just simple things. You can do this out of, as I say, cardstock, file folders, whatever. We will decorate them later. Nobody wants bunging up these. I know it's annoying when you go to fold them, right? And they're bashing on each other. Okay, so this one is this one. So what I do is, this is half a file folder. It's the side with the nice curve. You've got your fold. It's got the markings for, if you need a wider fold, it's kind of pre-scored for you. I like to go just to the first fold mark. Hey, Laura, welcome, hon. I'm just doing a quick run through. I've got, I keep templates instead of a whack load of stuff because I don't have room. Okay, I lied. I have room. I don't have organization to find what I've made. So you fold it up once, you go up, you fold it up again. No measuring. I like this one. No measuring. I'm all about the no measuring. And then you fold this down across the top of those folds. Put a little piece of Velcro on, or you use a grommet. Do a tie. And you've got a nice little flip down. I've attached this part into a book, into a journal sometimes, so that it's a pocket behind or to the side. Those little tasks do add up. They really, really do. And I'm not decorating anything yet because I kind of feel that sometimes my style is not everybody else's style. And yeah, I don't know how to do. I do whimsy or whatever, right? Which one? This one? Very fast, very simple, right? And it, like I say, it doesn't have to be file folder. It can be a roll of postage paper, anything, right? It's just fast, simple. I like fast, simple. This one says 3 inches. So when you've got your file folder and you're cutting it in half, a lot of times Okay. So got my file folder. A lot of times I just cut off the bottom edge instead of having to deal with that fold that's in the paper, if that makes sense to you. Because sometimes that fold that's in the paper, you just can't get it out. And then you're trimming and cutting and you get wobble cuts. You don't want wobble cuts. Do it this way, fast, simple. If you've got a paper cutter, same thing. Just take off a smidge along the fold. Did I go both sides? Of course I didn't. Okay. No to cut twice, Kim. No to cut twice. See, I even put my cutting mat on top today so that I know where it is, because usually it's under the brown paper and I've missed a couple of times and I've cut my tabletop. I am having a Monday. I'm having a horrible Monday. It's like my brain is not listening to me. I want you to do this. No, you don't. Okay, anyway. So you have your half a file folder. So you go from, wait a minute, let me think. You have it at an angle and you put it at the 3-inch mark. Oh, I did use my cutter for this. Hey, Cal, welcome. I did use my cutter for this. Let me grab my cutter. I don't think my cutter cuts straight. Uh-oh. That's why, that's why I don't use it very much. But for this, I remember I did do. Because I had, if I had my glasses on, I would probably be able to see much better. Were you folded in half when I did that? No. How did I cut you 3 inches and 3 inches? Because that one's not at 3 inches. Never mind. This can go away again. Put it on the stuff I dumped on the floor. We're going to start all over again. You take half a piece of file folder. Oh, I'm like my own comedian today. My goodness. I'm sorry, Pete. I am so sorry. Quilting ruler. I went from this point, right? So you've got the little point, you've got this one step up and the other step up. This point, there's a little point, right? Okay. Ruler and craft knife, cutting an angle, easy peasy. Yep. This one, at this side, I measured 3 inches because I wanted a 3-inch thing at the end. Okay. So then you go from this point to the 3 inches. That's the only measuring, Barbara, this 3 inches here. Sorry for being confusing. And you cut it to the point. There we go. And then you get a big hunk of waste, but you can use that for tags and things. I get so fancy measuring and stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So then you fold it in half. I'm not usually this bad, Laura, honestly. I can be worse, I'll admit. But, okay. So you've got it folded in half. You fold it in half again. Use your bone folder unless you've got a scoring board and you can pre-score. Bonus, I don't. So then you've got this. So you fold this one and that one and this one, and you get the ziggy zaggy. Got it, Barbara? Did that help? Do you want me to do it again? All in one swell swoop so that it's nice and smooth? Okay, so then when it's like this, yeah, you glue down here and you glue down here because it's all little pockets, right? So then you would have a pocket here, here, and here. And then, like, you could tuck it in, you could glue it down, whatever. Barb, do you have that? Yeah, definitely. Brain's frozen or something. But you got this? If you don't, phone me, Barb. If you don't get it, phone me. We'll work it. We'll work it out. You got it? Okay. So yeah, that's a fun one. And if you have like a tape or something along here, it could be like a cute little zigzag. It's fun. This one, again, you've got your half a page, right? Half page. Fold it in half. And what I did for this one, this is the one I did use the cutter on. I put that at a 2-inch mark and the other corner at a 2-inch mark. And I cut an angle, right? So it's, I took the top off because I wanted a flat top. So grab the cutter. And I'm going to take all this top stuff off because we don't need it. You could keep it, I guess, if you wanted to. I did not. So I put this point at that 2. No. What does it say? Place at the 2-inch mark. I placed that at the 2-inch mark. And that's too big to go at the 2-inch mark. Well, see? This is what happens when you have stuff and you don't use it. And then somebody asks about it and you go, yeah, I can do that. So you pull them all out because you figure you have instructions on them. And they are not really instructions. Okay, so what did I do? This is 2 inches from there. And you. Okay, so from here, 2 inches. I'll be okay in my next life. Honest, folks. I swear. 2 inches. And then down here, another 2 inches. And then you join those 2 inches to 2 inches. Go that way, far away. Get this out from underneath. Okay, the crazy's out today again. There we go. And then this one just gets folded over this way to the outside. And this one gets folded over this way to the outside. These 2 little ends get glued down so that you've got angle pockets on the outside. The paper cutter was confusing me because I'm so much more used to using this. Because as I say, I don't think my paper cutter cuts completely square because I've tried cutting 4-inch squares on it and they don't line up nicely. And I don't know how I can fix it. So it's approximates. So then you've got the corner pieces that you took off. And you use those on the inside as corner tucks. You don't glue them right against the edge. You glue them down, side and bottom, and trim off the points. And you have a 4 corner pocket tuck thing. It's just a little bit different, a little bit interesting. And what I've done in the past too with this is I've stitched it. So I've got this on one side of my signature and that on the other side so that they're far apart. Okay, so I need to write on this one. Don't use, that's the 2-inch mark. This is the 2-inch mark. Had the arrow to the wrong place too. 2-inch mark. Cut. There. Look, I wrote instructions. 2 inches, 2 inches, cut. I can send you the templates, Barb. I could bring them when we have coffee. Okay, so let's decorate this one just for the heck of it because I have stuff to decorate with. And if there's another one that you wanted to see again, I will gladly show you. Oh, I lost one of my corners. Oh, I threw it over here. See? Look. And it did have a paper clip. Wow, guys. I don't know what to say to you. I'm disappointed in I'm just really not focused or something. You love templates, want to have a binder full of them. That's what I kind of did with this stuff. You know, I come across something online. I like it. I adapt it to what I need. And I keep the template and I throw it in a, what are they called? Sheet protector in a binder. These weren't in the binder. I'm usually much smoother than this, Laura. I think from watching my previous videos from when I was doing stuff with Linda, and it's like, oh my goodness. If Kim makes templates, let you know. Oh, it's just a crazy Monday. My brother was here. No, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's not even Monday. Second Monday. I get it. My brother came over and he usually comes for lunch and then stays for supper. But my grandson messaged Ron in the afternoon asking if he knew how to change spark plugs. So, of course, my husband does. So he says, can I come and change spark plugs? Can you show me how to do it? And Ron said, sure. So right away I thought, I said, ask him if he's coming for supper. Sure enough, he was coming for supper. And then his mom decided to pop in for supper. But then she wasn't feeling good, so she didn't pop in for it. Was just confusing. And I think it just is continuing on today. So anyway, this truck that my grandson is using that needed the spark plugs in, he's just borrowing and deciding if he wants to buy it or not, but because the spark plugs were in such bad condition, it could lead to a really expensive problem. So the kid really has to do some thinking, but they did change the spark plugs. Okay, so we've got this cutie patootie. I'm going to decorate this first, the inside part first, not the outsides yet. And to do that, I am going to take some. That's not big enough. Oh, sure it is. On the weekend, I was making the signatures out of paper that I had. Hi, Malia. Potatoes to dehydrate? Awesome. What are you using them for? Are you trying to do like dried mashed potatoes, or are you doing like flakes or potato chip kind of things? Snoopy. So anyway, I was pre-making signatures. I've got a whole stack of them to work on because I figured it would be easier. It would be easier than whatever. And I think, Jean, I'm going to be sending some your way. I guess I should ask you first. I grabbed them. Well, lost them. So I don't know if you guys are like me, but what I do is I keep a bin of pages that I want to use in a journal, and I stockpile them, and then they're out of sight, out of mind, and I end up with a big bin. Same thing with my gel prints. I am just all over the world today, guys. You know what? This is actually how my mind works. This is why I never get anything done, is the ADHD. Look, a squirrel. Sunday, I did mini signatures. Cool. I've never tried doing potatoes. I do tomatoes and peppers and mushrooms, but I've never tried potatoes. I've even done frozen peas and corn so that I can just throw it in a dehydrated soup. See, look, all over the place. So Sunday, I just grabbed 7 papers out of my bin, took a gel print, loose binding, just a straight double stitch tied so that when you finally do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch or whatever, I can add it. So then I've got all these, bits. Some of them actually have some stuff on them. Those ones that I wouldn't send you. But I was thinking that I could send you some of these, and it could be, you could just take them and dump them in kits or something. Would you like some? Because I have lots and I have more to do. Okay. You know, it's going to take about 4 weeks to get there, but I will get them to you. Yay. All right. So back to this. So anyway, while I was doing that, I found out that some of my stuff is from courses I have taken dealing with people with varying abilities. Some of the wording and stuff in there could be triggers, so I can't use it in anything that I am sending away. But I could use it for this. So, as I say, I'm going to do this centerpiece. And I'm just going to put glue around the edge. Elmer's white glue, all glue. They're very eclectic, Jean. They've got a little bit of music paper, graph paper, lined paper, whatever. Whatever I've been saving to throw in a journal, that's it. So I'm going to put this way because that's the way it fits. Glue it down. So now I'm just going to trim it all the way around. get scissors. Do you guys have a good weekend? I feel like I haven't seen some of you for a while. I saw the impromptu hop after it was over. I was online with Pam doing some crocheting. We did crocheted slippers. Cal, are you here? Is Cal here, guys? She said something about on her yesterday when you were talking about StreamYard and having to pay unless you got so many subscribers. How many hours do you get? I never saw anything stating that I was limited to X number of hours. So I was just wondering how, if you could kind of tell me where to look for that and how that works. You only get 20 hours free, or is that per month? Free per month. Okay. So I'm way under that. Way under that. Okay, so my center is going to be wild blue. I was just doing some mark making. Now these are going to go in as corner tucks. But you know what? First of all, I need to cut them down, but also they're really straight. Awesome, Kel. That's my goal too. 250. That little box that I am going to use for a draw for my 250 is finally finished. My husband put little handles on the drawers out of Purple Heart. It's very cute with that. And then he did the finish on it so that it's like a matte finish. Looks very cute. I don't think that's far enough in yet. I didn't mark it. We'll go here. And wobble cup, guys. Kim and her wobble cup. Love the wobble cup. It's just what I do. So now I've got two the same but different because they're backwards. And I'm going to use those as the tucks. And I just might leave them plain and then do some collage work on them after, because I think that's a nice contrast. I like to have nice, Kel. I think I really like this bit of contrast. So I'm just going to glue these down. So again, as I say, I'm just going along the long edge, not even inking them, because I have a plan. Isn't it amazing how once you start doing something, you get the plan? Are you guys like that too? That you really don't know what the Sam David Henry you're doing, and then you start doing, and it's like, yeah, it's going to be this. Awesome. So there, I will have a tuck. Very cute. And I'm going to do the same for this side. Just glue the side and the bottom. Oh, wow, Kim. Hmm. We don't want to glue the whole thing down. I have to clean the end of my glue. It's obviously decided it's going to make big mess. And again, I'm not going right against the fold because it needs that bit of a gap so that you can actually move things. Oh, not on the cutting mat. Okay, so that's the center. Of course, you can always add more, right? You can always add more. I could take another smaller piece and do another one, right? So then I've got 4 tucks, limited by your imagination. And then, of course, at the top, you could have paper clips, whatever. Whatever. So now I've got these 2 sides. I need to decorate the inside of that. This inside now. Let's just move that out of the way. Since I'm doing blues, let's pull out the blue file folder stuff. And find something that matches that blue. Sort of. Okay, I have my blue file folder stuff. Let's clean this because we complained about it, so we'll fix it. So this is the kind of blue that I used. I want something that's not going to swear at it too bad. Do you guys have bins like this? File folders of stuff? This looks like I'm organized, doesn't it? Oh, I like that one. Doesn't quite match, but I like that one. I like this one too. Torn. Oh, look, green. I don't want green. How much blue? Back into the bin this goes. Yeah, maniacal laughter. I posted pictures of of my craft spaces in Beth's group. Okay, ladies, which one? The grid or the waterish stuff? You have no stuff either? I can send you stuff, Jean. Wait, I have been sending you stuff. I think I like this one. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. Yep, the grid. So where do we want it? With some dots. Okay, first off, let's cut off these white edges. It is hard to decide. That's why on Sunday when I was doing those signatures, I was just grabbing. I wasn't even looking at the stuff. I was just pulling and doing them. totally mindless is exactly what I needed. Okay. So I think the dots are going to end up there, and then I'm going to have triangles on that side. That works. Okay, Jane. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Thanks for popping in, and I will throw some of that stuff in the mail to you. Hi, Stacy. Welcome, welcome. I am fighting with my brain today. It's not wanting to cooperate the way I think it needs to today, but that's okay. I'm actually settled down now and using up file folders in various ways, different folds, so that you've got some little folios or things to tuck into journals or sew into journals, whatever. So I think I'm going to go, that's lots of white there. I don't like all that white. I think we'll go this way. Think we will go this way. These people with cats. Yeah, just do it. Your daughter wants a pair of slippers? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if my daughter would have come over yesterday for supper, she would have demanded slippers too. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this down. Come on. Why aren't you sticking? Need you to stick. Those are very cute slippers. There was one year my younger daughter, wanted slippers for Christmas. So she sent me a pattern, and she said she wanted a pair in every color of yarn I could find. It was a much simpler pattern. It didn't have a double sole. And I found that because of the cement floor that I'm on being raw, it wasn't really great protection. Like my feet were getting cold down here. So that's what my brain would be saying today, Cal. It's not quite sure what it's doing. Oops, didn't really want to do that. That's okay. All's good. Then we're going to trim it down this edge. I think so too, but you know what? With the double soles, Pam, it is so comfy. It really, really is. Whole lot of difference than just one layer of crochet, I tell you. Yes. It'd be nice if we had a cat to cut the grass. Been seeing a feral cat lately. I think it's eating the squirrels in my yard, which I am quite thankful for. Okay, so we have the inside. As I say, I'm going to be decorating those differently. And this is the outside. Now these two get glued down. So again, you could add an additional pocket here. You could just add a little pocket there. You could sew this into your journal signature so that there's half over here and half later on. I have been wearing mine. No, glue, Kim. Reach for the glue. So again, I would just glue along this edge, this little short pockety edge, and across the bottom. And I found my clothespins to hold it. I find clothespins work really nice to hold things together if you're gluing. If you don't want to sit there and hold things. Bye, Laura. You have a wonderful day too. Another clothespin. Just a plain clothespin this time because that's what I got. All right. So that can stick there, and I'm just going to let it hold for a little while before I put this one down because I really want that to get a good grip. That was some awesome haul you got, Malia. That's a crazy amount of stuff. Are you like me? Do you have to play with things? Are you dry yet? Can I go on? Can I carry on? Okay, so I've got this other blue-green that I pulled out because I liked it. What am I going to use that on? It would look nice on this. But because of the way it's folded, I have to cut strips. Maybe I will do it on this one and on this one. And then these two I will do something different on. I bet you it took you all afternoon. Your vehicle was packed. And I do mean packed. That was really, really awesome. This is done on an old piece of my granddaughter's mathematics. I threw it on the gel plate. And as I say, I keep these and I use it when I need hole reinforcements instead of using the bought ones. Okay, so let's start here and glue this down. I had a glue page. Here's a glue page. This is a new cutting mat. My other cutting mat I had loaned to somebody. I can't even remember why I loaned it to somebody. I think it was because they were doing some quilting and I loaned them a cutter and the mat. And I got the mat back and it was cracked. So they hadn't had it lying on a flat surface. So I had to get a new mat and I don't want to ruin it. So again, keeping it just that little bit away from the fold because being really thin paper, it's going to get damaged in the fold. Yeah. So I'm just going to cut this off against here. Here. And then when the glue dries a little bit, I will trim it up. See? Oh no, I ripped it. Well, now I have a whole lot of fixing to do, guys. Just because I wanted to cover up that edge just a little bit. Oh well. And this one needs a longer piece, so I'm going to cut this off down here. And this one's going to go here. You know, probably would help if I cut it straight or tore it straight. Let's tear it. Better? No? I think I have enough that it'll work. So. Yeah, I probably am giving some people 2 blue dicky fits because I'm not measuring, and I'm sorry if it really bothers you. It would obviously bother both of us much more if I was measuring, because look how well that went at the beginning. 2 inches. Couldn't measure 2 stinking inches. I'm over it. Really. Barbara, Sherry, you think we've actually got spring now? And the crowd goes silent because she's concentrating with her tongue sticking out. No, I'm not. Spring would be wonderful, yes. I am so looking forward to getting my bedding plants in the garden. Because then I know that danger of frost is past, and I can move a whole bunch of supplies out to the greenhouse so I could spend my days out there creating. Oh, yeah, that would be really cool. That would be a crazy amount of work, so. Awesome. My apricot tree did not survive. I think the first year, well, when we moved here, we had no houses or anything behind us. We were just this little house in the middle of the prairie, and I wanted fruit trees, and so many of them got absolutely destroyed by wind, etc. They didn't stand a chance. So again, I don't know if I'm just going to leave these the way they are, but I like the fact that I've got those 2 just with color. This one I think would just go in as a tuck into a pocket, into a journal. Oh. Wow, Malia, that's crazy. Where's Kathy Berg that she has snow? Fungi and bugs. Well, I have apple trees that do really well. I have grapevines that do really well. I have a cherry bushes. They're not trees. I've got cherry bushes that do really well. Enough that I can do a couple of batches of jam out of cherries anyway. And we just planted Saskatoons and blueberries. I've kind of decided that if I'm going to plant more trees in my yard because it's so darn shady as it is, that it better be edible. Yeah, I don't know where she is either. A Saskatoon, it's like a blueberry. It's got a seed in it. It's small. It grows on a bush, a bigger bush. Um, it's got a very, very, very similar flavor to blueberries. And you just pick. We use them for pies. We use them for jam. I guess if you wanted to strain them, you could use them for jelly. But the seeds aren't bad for, you know, they're not like a hard cherry pit or even grape seeds can be hard. They're not that bad. What do you think? Do I put anything on these or leave them? I really kind of like the fact that it kind of looks swirly. Hi, Stitchy Pam. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah, and because I damaged here, I am going to have to do some decoration. What I might just do though is just take some of this blue and edge that so that I've got. I might do that so that that covers up the rip that I did, and it's got a cover on that edge that I might do that. In fact, let's just do that because I can. Hi, Marty. You're welcome to lurk all you like, hun. You can even throw popcorn. Loves popcorn. Nope. Need the wider side over here. There, it's not really noticeable, is it? Popcorn, love popcorn. I think I can get away with that. Just the way that is. And the cool thing is that it covered that edge that I was thinking I might have to. Would have been nice if I'd have wrapped that one over too. Do I have stuff? I do, but don't I? No, I don't think I have a long enough piece to wrap that one. Not quite. That would be too patchy. Anyway, so then I'm just going to glue this up. It can have a little bit of decoration on it. And as I say, I'm just going to use it as a tuck. Oh, no. Let's grab the black smelly marker. Cap on the glue. And I don't know that I'm going to do the other edges. I like just the top edges to have the black. It almost really does look 3D. So then we're going to glue down here, this side, this edge. Of course, you can sew it if you've got a sewing machine. I still have not got mine fixed. Hold it down. I hope you're feeling better too, Marty. It's never fun having a sore back. This one. So now I'm going to let that dry before I glue that other side up. This side is glued down and dry. It'll hold the card really nicely. And as I say, I'm planning on decorating that and these. And now I need to glue this one down. Okay, I need more paper clips or something. I have lots of paper clips. We'll just pull them out. Came across a bin of paper clips the other day, and they were all chained together. I can hazard a guess who did that, and it wasn't me. Okay, Barbara. It's a great way to use up file folders. But I mean, you could use, like I said, you could use cardstock. You could use scrapbook paper. I have used regular painty paper, just folded it this way. And it's not quite as strong, but it still gives a really nice effect. But these ones I have done so that they could be standalones or whatever. Bye, Barbara. Take care. Thanks for coming. Now I'm going to do this, and we'll have 2 done. Anne posted an absolutely lovely gel print she did. It's got all kinds of tendril thingies sticking out. Just beautiful. Oh, I forgot to do that one. That's okay. I didn't know you were sick, Marty. I hope you get better soon. I hate wasting paint too. I really do. Really do. Okay, let's see how this is holding. Okay, whoops. So there I have this one ready to go. It just needs a little bit more decorating. This is why I don't do these unless I have a specific project for them, because now it's going to sit around until I decide how I want to decorate it. Which is okay. I'm sure I will find something. Maybe the next journal I do, it will go in as a page. Or maybe over a page? Oh, what about if this was your journal? You could have it almost like a flip. If you just glue down here, do you think that would hold? Would that work? Maybe not. But I could always run some washi tape or something down both sides. I do. You have the sniffles? Oh, cold or allergies? Either or, never fun. So yeah, if I put washi tape there and washi tape there, then it would work as a hinge. And that would be just a nice edging on a page. I'll think about it. I will think about it. Okay, so this one's done until I finish decorating it. However, I know that it would be kind of cute with some lace glued in the edge, especially if it was going to be used as an edging. In fact, that's probably what I would have done if I was going to definitely use it as an edging. Or even if I put a page tab on here, that'd be kind of cute too. Oh, no, you're not doing pages. You're doing these pockets to use up file folders. Okay, so now I'm going to do this edge. Oh, right on the edge. Yeah, very true. I love blue. And this one, as I say, I'm just going to use it as a tuck in, right? Or maybe as, if I just glue, I could use it as a tuck behind. But it's got 1, 2, 3 places to put things. Where's my... So it's got 3 narrow pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4 if I do it, glue down the 3 sides. Or if I do 2 sides, it's still a tuck. Why don't you use book pages, Sherry? I've done them on book pages. Like a lot of these are done on my granddaughter's math homeworks. But I do a lot of gel printing on book pages. Granted, you don't get as big a print, but it gives you more options. So there's that one. And this one. And we could do this one. Really, I've been thinking about getting a scoreboard. Do you guys have scoreboards? Do you use them? Is it a pain hauling it out, or do you have it sitting really handy? See, I was never a paper crafter. I didn't scrapbook. I painted canvases. I painted murals. I've crocheted and knit and quilted, carved. jewelry, macrame, but I never played with paper very much. So again, this being a file folder, it's got stuff that really definitely needs to be covered up. The back isn't too bad. I could probably get away with just doing some stamping or some decorative paint using some of the, or even a gel print with the little squares and circles and things. Do a gel print and a stamp on it. I think that's what I'm going to do on the backs. That'll be pretty. And then on this side, because each one's going to have a pocket on it, I don't need too much of a decoration at the top. The little blade falls out. Okay. Because I've really been contemplating a scoreboard. I mean, a lot of times what I do is I put my quilting ruler down or my ruler down and I fold up against the ruler. I'm sure you've seen me do that. But definitely for things this thick, 2 layers of paper and a file folder, it would really be nice to be able to score it and have a nicer, crisper corners. Okay, back to this. Oh, it's been an hour and 20 minutes already. Do I do this one or you guys have places to be? Okay, anyway, so I need little strips for the tops for where the pockets are going to be. I've got this pink. I should be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 out of this. Mountains become valleys, yes. So the pink only goes up to there, and I need 4 tops. I know you guys are just cringing at the way I do things. All's good. If I use my cutter, I'll use my cutter because trying to tear that is going to be dicey, tearing 4 layers. Am I on screen? I am on screen. Woohoo! Go me. See, didn't fold it straight. That's okay. We'll make it straight. I'll go like this and make it straight, right? Right. Cutter. Yeah, I watched that on something. Mountains become valleys and valleys become mountains, etc. Found that very interesting. But because, like I say, what was I making? I watched something, I followed along, and I made something. Oh, So I'm going to go just a 16th below, 1/8 below, away from this line, just so that I get both folds off. So we'll do this one in pink. So each top here is going to be pink because this is going to be a pocket. So each of these top ones is going to have a pink stripe on it. And you know what? Let's cut them all to size. Let's get rid of these white bits on the ends. No, we're going to get rid of the white bits on one end. Reason being, I have a method to my madness. I'm going to take it there. Reason being, if I've got this stuff left over, I can fold that under and have a little flip up. Does that make sense? I'll show you in a minute. I will show you what I mean in a minute. And again, I'm going to cut it so that it's below the hole because, as I say, I use the holes when I'm as a reinforcement. I'll put this down, then decorate around it a little bit. Okay, so I need to glue to about there. I know you guys probably have much easier ways to do this. And I really have tried hard not to do lots of gluing when I've been on because sometimes I think that by doing a lot of gluing and hemming and hawing over what I want to do, it can be really boring. So I left a little at this side so I can trim it off. And I left this piece here. I'll show you what I mean now. I'm just going to trim it there. I can fold this white down. And then I could glue it down. And it's a little peekaboo underneath. So I'm going to save this piece just for that reason. Because I can do a peekaboo spot with it. Okay, so then I will be putting a pocket there. And we're going to do this one, same thing, cut it about there. Another pocket or another peekaboo piece. Those would be kind of cute all over a page. Again, this is how my brain works. So then what I would do is I would stop doing what I'm doing and go and play with those little peekaboo pieces and arrange them on a page and not come back to this. And I know I'm not the only one that does it quite this way, because I have watched quite a few other individuals stream. It's nothing bad. It's just the way our process works. You're right, Stacy. It's all about the process. And again, I'm just going to cut this here. But I have to admit, this one here that I'm doing right now is one that I like to use quite often in a journal because they really don't expect it to go on that long, right? They open it up and, oh, cool, a little pocket. Oh, cool, another little pocket, right? Got a little carried away. We'll trim you down just a bit because you're on the fold and flaring up. And two, if you really wanted to, you could do pockets and stuff on these as well. I don't bother. I usually just decorate them. Maybe I'll do a tuck. I don't know. I'm not doing pockets on them. This one too was up a little high. And then what I'll do is I'll do this in whatever I'm doing the pockets out of. I will do the flap. So Stacy, I was going to ask you yesterday morning, I guess, you were working on your owl diamond dots. When you've got the extra diamond dots, do you use it in your journals and things? Yeah, I showed a lot of nitty gritty today, Stacy. My brain just was not functioning when I first started to record to live here. I was having a hard time wrapping my head around 2 inches. 2 inches. But it's okay now. Okay, so that's the top. Now, I could put like a little row of lace. I could doodle. I could just ATCs. Okay. I've used some on ATCs. I don't do diamond dots, but I have a friend that does, and she brought me a bag of leftovers. So I've used them even on things like this, up in a corner outside a cluster is a little bit of. Okay, so now I need to decide what I am going to do this bottom pocket out of. It needs to be reasonably sturdy because it's going to be folded, it's going to be in and out. So I think something that's cardstock based would be a little bit better than not. I don't want anything quite as thick as the file folder. Let's see. I have this scrap paper stuff, right? This scrap paper stuff that came with all the supplies from the neighbor. And I chopped it up. But because it's got a lot of pink stuff, I could probably get away with using some of this up. So because they're all the same hues of pink. I don't know. I'll end up with some white on that. I'm not all going to end up being different because it's just the way it's going to work. I might be able to get 2 out of that. We'll see. Oh, look. Maybe I could get all 4 out of this. Let's see. So I need roughly, by the way, let's try the right end of the ruler. About 2.5 inches. There. 2.5. If I do them all 2.5, that will be fine because some will have a little bit more overlap of this. And this, as I say, is a scrapbook paper. So it's heavier than a copy paper. It's like a heavy copy paper. And I think that'll be nice. It'll cover up this too. All right. So I think what I'd like to do is take off at the edges of both those so that I've got kind of a center, if that makes sense. No, let's use the cutter again. Let's use this and this. This is how I cut it all up to begin with. Look, I didn't close my glue again. Wow, my desk is crazy messy. You used to be able to see this whole mat. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go to the ends of those pink diamondy shaped thingies. Kind of cute. Kind of cute. Kind of cute. Probably use that as a border on something. I'm really trying to use up a lot of my supplies. You like the dots? 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 Did I have one with dots? Oh, right, the diamond dots, yes. Okay, so now I've put that away again, and I need 2.5 inches, I said. Let's bring that. No, let's just. No. Oh, I am so confused, guys. So not like me. So I'm going to do it from this edge. Go 1, 2.5. Line up the edge. Cut. 2.5. Line up an edge and an edge. That's way more than 2.5. Let's just do 2.5. Because that's what you need. Bet you guys had a quicker way of doing this, didn't you? And you're probably going, oh, you're wasting a lot of paper. What are you going to do with those sides that you're throwing out? I'm going to glow them in my bits book and doodle on them. That one can be used for something else. This can go away. Oh my goodness, if you guys could only see the mess I'm making on the side here. Ugh. Okay, so that's kind of cute. So I'm just going to roughly figure where the center is, do a little mark, and that's where the center of the diamonds are going to go. Yeah, I've been using just white glue on mine. Seems to work. Oh, this is a very odd number. 5.5. 5 3/4. So that's what? Half of 5 3/4 is 250, almost 3 1/4. 3 and. I don't like that thing. I really don't like that thing. I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm just going to eyeball it. Ooh, nice. I love teriyaki pork. Now, Now, should I edge this or should I not edge this? If I edge it, it has to be black. I don't have any brown paint beside me to edge it in paint. Okay. First off, I'm going to trim these overhangs. My sunshine has gone away out there. I was hoping to go out to the greenhouse and get a good dose of sunshine, because I'm sure that would help with this brain fog that I've got today, or whatever has decided to invade. Okay, bits. So this is trimmed. This is the bottom. So I want to glue it along the bottom and the sides. Roughly halfway. You know what? The easiest way to do this is put your glue paper underneath the edges. And you're going to go like this. Around the bottom. This one has that bit taken out of it. It's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. And then I'm going to eyeball the middle. Put it down. Just like so. Yeah. Please share links, guys. I love it when you share links. So that's just how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to, and then I'll come back, and if I have to touch up the top edge a little bit, so be it. Oh. And because these are kind of cute little things, like I say, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do some doodling on here. I might put some diamond dots in the centers of these things. Maybe I'll add some lace. I don't know. But once I've got the paper down on here, I'm going to call it a day and see if I can catch some sort of sunshine out there. So I thank you guys all for being here. Thank you very much, Kel, for putting everybody's the stream channel things in. Oh my goodness. Cal made it to her 250 subscribers, which is absolutely awesome. Content lacking. So I guess that's true, Stacy, that, if you are on here and you're subscribed, you have a YouTube channel, right? Like, you just have to fill it up. Yes, no? Do I have that wrong? I kind of have an idea how most things work, sort of. No, not most things. Never mind. Some things. Because I can't say most things because I had to have my kid come and show me how to turn my phone off because I had no clue how to hang up a phone call. Just saying. Some things I'm just not the brightest pencil in the drawer. So that's kind of cute. So I'm now going to trim these edges down. You rock, Cal. Thank you very much, hon. Yeah, I have grandkids to do that for me. Grandkids are wonderful. My kids can navigate their own stuff, but I tried to get them to help me do pre-recorded things, and well, let's just say my 14-year-old grandson set it up for me. I just have to figure out what he did. Okay, so we've got this far. So on this one, I have pocket 1, pocket 2, pocket 3, pocket 4. I could always put another little pocket, another little stripe or something down here. I have lower pockets. Could do little angle things for tucks. Totally limited by your imagination. I am going to put some of this pink stuff on here. It's not quite wide enough. If I do it this way and then put this one on top, line it up, that could work. That could work. Oh, thanks, Marty. Oh, thanks, Pam. I think I'm going to use both of those on here because of the writing. This side I'm doing totally differently, but it'll have to be in the pinks. Unless I just use this piece because it's wide enough and then I could wrap it around. Oh, I'm going to do that. Thanks, Anne. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this down, glue it, and then I'm going to fold it over so it's really nice and thick. Okay, so I've got this rounded edge here, and is that this corner? Something like that? Almost. Almost. Different file folder, right? I'm still going to use that. I'm going to put it over here and I'm going to copy it. All right, Marty. And the cow goes wild. There. There, that kind of looks the same. So, as I say, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to glue it down and fold it over. Oh, thanks. You know, I really do quite often just fly by the seat of my pants when I'm here, guys. Sometimes I have things planned. Like today, I thought I had planned. And then the brain decided that that wasn't what it wanted to do, but then decided to work. Yeah, that's what the shh is, the pom-poms. I knew that. Oh, and I let videos just run. So half the time I don't even know who I'm watching. It's background because I'm doing stuff. There was a lady. Here we go down the rabbit hole again, guys. Squirrels are us. Would save like 3/4 inch pieces, a little bit. This would be the minimum size piece she would save, and so she would have two of them, same size kind of pieces. So then she would take a piece like this and fold. Let's find a different piece because you've got plans for that. Let's just use a white piece of paper because that will work. So then she would find like a little image or something that she really, really liked. So that it would be here, and then that would just be like if it was out of a magazine or something. So she would fold it and trim it level, which we all know wobble cut is my thing. So she would trim it, rounded corners, whatever. Then she would put glue down and put this there. Then she would put some glue at the top, glue that. Then she would take this side, put glue on it, and use this one. Line them up. Line them up, line them up. Pay attention, line them up. Right? And she had the most interesting, cutest little page tabs because of the images that she had on them. And she would just trim it down and she would have page tabs just using the scraps on her desk. How cute is that? How fast, how simple. I had to share that with you, Anne, for one of your Frugal Friday things so that people who don't have all the punches and the cool toys can darn well make their own by doing this. There, my good deed of the day is done. Squirrels should be our mascot? No. I'm not a big squirrel fan. I have squirrels that have. My next door neighbor, before she moved, she has squirrels living in her shed. They have torn up all her patio furniture, all kinds of stuff. And now that she's gone, I've been finding them on my deck. And it's like, yeah, nope. That feral cat is my dearest friend because I know that he takes care of a lot of those things. So now I've got this, and I did cut those ends really kind of cute, so I'd like to keep them. Yeah. I got a rabbit. I got Mopsy. Mopsy likes to clean up my desk. Mopsy got lots of little bits and stuff stuck in her fur because she cleans up so nice. See? Picks up all kinds of greeblies. So I see where it's cut, and I'm just going to cut this up just to the line and into the line so that when I wrap around, I will see where I need to trim it to. If that makes sense? Just because I like the shape of the edge of the paper. Yeah, I have rabbit holes. My word, I have rabbit holes. So this is just going to make this flap that little bit stronger because it will be taking some abuse, being open and closed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the bunnies either. We have a law here where you're not supposed to leave your cats out roaming. And since they've had that law in effect, the rabbits and squirrels, like the rodents, have just gone amok. Absolutely amok. I mean, I have to fence my garden because the rabbits one year took out 60 feet of peas. Yeah. You have to let them go way far or they have to have lead poisoning. All right. So I'm going to fold this up and show it folded. So that flap will come down. And it's a nice sturdy flap because it's got the folded over paper. It was pretty ratty. So now I could decorate this with lace or, as I said, maybe pull out my small gel plates and do some kind of stamping on. Could add additional pockets on them, tuck spots. These are all pockets, like I said. You know, I've got the nice pockets. I can decorate them, doodle on them. No. See, I live in the country. A lot of times what we do is we go on the other side of the creek and drop them off there. So if they're going to return, it's going to be an awfully long time before they return. Okay, so we've got this one. We've got this one. And we have this one. So now I've got stuff to decorate. Lots of stuff to decorate and play with. And I thank you guys for being here and putting up with my off beginning. And I just need to remember where I put these so that I can finish decorating them when I need them. But this one, seriously, you could do it as a standalone folio kind of thing and gift it. You could use it in a journal. Same with these, because they're file folders. They're pretty heavy. You could add lots of stuff to this. Thanks, Anne. But as I say, yeah, I used file folders because that's what my templates are made out of. That's what I'd originally done them with. But I've done them out of painty papers. I've done them out of scrapbook paper, various things. You don't have to have file folders. But a lady had asked about file folder ideas, so I pulled these and more. Thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate you. Please support each other and sign up for everybody else's channels. That's a wonderful thing. And I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you on Friday or probably in other people's lives. Take care, everybody. Have a great evening. Bye.